has anyone actually got anything to talk about in terms of new games? Because I did a Google search today and I went, I'm not interested in any of this. Like Street Fighter 6? We don't play Street Fighter games, do we? But
nah, they ruined it after Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Sure, that was the 90s.
That was the peak. That was the peak of Super Street Fighter.
That was a long time ago. That was like 25 years ago.
Anything after that was bollocks.
It
was all like super special. Like, that's the time, right? Some idiot come up with some sort of stupid special move, fucking malarkey, where you press a couple of buttons and you're doing an animation for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, true.
Like, here's some dude. As soon as that fucking dickhead decided to do that to fighting games, that was it for me.
Well, they pounced that off Tekken, didn't they? That sort of thing. Where it's like two buttons.
Although Tekken was quite the technical fighter. It was actually quite good. But as soon as they start doing that, like, 10 minutes of bloody fucking animations of Ryu doing his shit, I'm like, nah, that's not a fighting game.
Well,
come on.
Tekken I only appreciate really in the arcades, because that's where it came to fruition. But anything past then, what you're playing on the Dreamcast and things like that, Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't own it anyway, but, and people would love that game. They'll be like, I want to play Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Fuck the rest of them.
Exactly. I mean, go wild a little bit. Throw in a mix of Eternal Champions on Mega Drive. That was quite good.
We have spoken about Eternal Champions, haven't we?
Yeah.
We did last time, yeah. Right, yeah, okay.
Throw it in the mix. That was quite good.
Because you know what? It took me about 20 years to figure out what that game was after I first played it. And I was like, what the fuck was that game? And it wasn't until that time, a few months ago, we were talking about it and we figured it out.
My mum's best friend at the time bought me that. And I was like, it's a bit weird that she bought me this and I'm finding the chicks in that game really hot.
Anime before anime, wasn't it?
Oh no, that was it. That was
to be fair, I'm not gay.
It's like Chun-Li on Overdrive.
Yeah, I'm not gay, but I found the men quite attractive as well.
Yeah, fuck right. Yeah.
Bullet belts across
Can't
the
really
chest.
beat Jax, can you?
That was the one with
Jax
the metal arms, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he was badass.
DJ.
Was he the one with the glasses?
Vega's sexy as fuck. No, Bullrug.
Oh, you're talking about Street Fighter? Right, okay, yeah.
What are you about, like the sexy men of fighting games?
Well, sexy men of fighting games. Well,
they're all literally ugly, aren't they?
No, the award has to go to Vega. I'm sorry, I think you're right there.
Yeah, or Blanca. Blanca's hot as fuck.
Blanca, yeah. What? Blanca was the green dude, right?
Exactly, yeah.
The Monster Man.
Yeah. Is that what you see every morning in the mirror, Sean?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, if I just went green, that'd be me.
He's the fucking Hulk, isn't he? It's such a rip off of the Hulk. It's like, oh, how can we make a big strong man? He rips his t-shirt. Oh, it's the Hulk, isn't it? Yeah, there you go.
Let's just give him ginger hair and nobody will question it.
Ginger hair? What? Blanca had ginger hair?
Yeah, Blanca had ginger hair, yeah.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you what, in Street Fighter 6, from what I've understood, Balrog's in it.
Who?
Balrog. From...
Oh, right, yeah.
That is his name, isn't it? Balrog.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
When he's should do certain punches. Like...
Chun-Li, Ryu, Ken's in it. I think it's back, from what I've read, it's back to basics. About,
is Cammy in it?
Who's Cammy?
Who's Cammy?
Yeah, who is Cammy?
Cammy's a 10-year-old's wet dream, mate.
Really?
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that in that order.
What? She wears a one piece, mate. And that's basically it. And a little cap, little soldier's cap.
Oh, her, right? Yeah. What you mean? Like she's like basically looks like Guile's bitch.
Yeah. Basically,
just fed off the Guile train.
Although Guile's a pussy, so yeah.
I like Guile.
I know you like Guile. That's why I said it.
he's I've got a bit of a soft spot.
I feel another Street Fighter tournament coming on.
Yeah.
Relieve the stress.
To be fair, that lag last time was so painful, and
it was pretty bad.
setting up a connection.
And I shouldn't just piss about picking characters. I should just stick to Ken and kick you guys' asses.
No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed. No. The rules are once you win with one person, you got to change.
Oh yeah, you got to change character.
Didn't I use like Dalsim at some point? That was just suicide.
Nobody's allowed to use Dalsim. Nobody's allowed to use. So even the 90s, it was like that's a cheat code, basically, isn't it? It's a guaranteed win. Fucking stupid.
I mean, if you get some practice in, you get all the teleporting down and all that kind of bollocks, and maybe.
He blows fire. He's got arms that extend across the screen.
Yeah, that's it. So you can teleport behind somebody and then fireball them and shit, which is quite good. There is some quite good techniques with Dalsim, but
and his fireballs, didn't they like for example,
they're flaming fireballs. Yeah, so like Ryu's flaming fireball. Yeah.
Yeah, because Ryu's, Ryu can. What was I talking about? You know, the standard fireball.
Yeah.
That used to just hit you and knock you over, but I don't know what it was. But at some point, either it was Dalsim's move where it turns you into a fireball and you literally look like you're wrapped in flames, like a mummy.
Yeah.
Flying across the screen. Did Ryu's turn into that? Is that how it
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So Ryu has an extra ability than Ken. So Ryu is fractionally slower than Ken. Ken is slightly faster. So most people play Ken, but the difference between Ryu and Ken is Ryu's got a golden fireball, which instead of a quarter circle, it's a full half circle. And it's the same thing with Dalsim. You have to do a full half circle from the left to right to do the fire breath.
You mean from left to right? Oh, I thought you meant from bottom to top. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
No, yeah. So that's the quarter. That's the quarter circle. From bottom to right or bottom to left is like a quarter circle. So a half circle is full away from the player all the way towards the player.
And is every character's special move as in the way to do every character's special move the same? Like that, if you did the same button movement on each character, they'd be the same.
Ooh. No,
because
well, not everybody's got a fireball. So for example, Feelong, who I played as well when we last fought, like the little Chinese guy, is like, woo! He's like Bruce Lee basically. Yeah.
Yep.
So you do a forward fireball, like a quarter circle fireball, and he goes woo.
Right.
But you have to do it 3 times in a row for his combo, so he can do like woo 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 like that.
Right. Okay.
And he shoots across the screen doing that. He goes woo woo woo.
Right. Yeah.
But if you do a backwards fireball, you have to actually tap left and then do a backwards fireball.
Okay.
He does like a spinning kick up in the air.
Oh yeah.
So if somebody's jumping at you and you do that, you're basically guaranteed to hit them because I don't think there's anything that can counter that.
That's a long combo to get that though, isn't it? I remember.
Yeah.
Like
you have to be really quick with that person.
Do you remember E Honda? His hand choppy thing, where he like basically slaps you up, was like, I think it was like forward, and then punch. It was like
you just spam the fucking punch key. That's what you do. And it's easier
if you use that.
Now, if you use a heavy punch with E Honda, you have to tap it really, really fast. If you use like a low punch, like a soft punch, then it's easier to do.
But it's not.
So you don't have to tap it as fast. Yeah. And that's what we have to do. But E Honda is fucking crazy, mate. When you're doing that thing, it's high punch, a middle punch, and a low punch. So if you jump at him, you're just going to get hit.
You just do that, don't you?
So basically, the only way to counter it is just fireball him.
Yeah, he comes towards you, and you come towards him, and he just says that, fuck off.
Yeah, because as long as you're not moving, like, so if E Honda's doing his punches, as long as you're not moving, as long as he's not, well, as long as you don't move towards the other player, there's no way he can hit you unless he fireballs you. If you're moving towards him, then he can move further enough over your head to kick you.
Sorry, E Honda can fireball.
So basically, when you're doing that, if somebody jumps at you, you just start moving backwards, and you're guaranteed to hit him, and you can't do anything.
Can E Honda fireball? You say?
No. That's what to watch out for. If somebody fireballs at you as a Honda doing the slappy move, you need to stop. You need to block or jump it.
Right, okay, fair enough, yeah. Dal Sims' fireball came out of his mouth, didn't it? He blew the fire.
Yes, yeah.
He's a badass. Basically, everyone I'd ever play against who wasn't familiar with the characters would just choose Dal Sim because he was the spammiest character. You could just literally spread your arms across the floor and just create this carpet of arm.
He's a bit of a bitch though, because you can just like kick from miles away.
Yeah.
Little rubber dude, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're doing with Dal Sim and somebody gets up close to you and they know what they're doing, you're fucked. Because there's nothing you could do to get out of it.
Is he weaker though?
He's so slow.
Oh, okay.
The problem is that when you're blocking with Dal Sim, like for you to actually get a hit off, and unless you make a mistake as the other person, you're just going to get hit as soon as you try and make a hit. So the only thing to do is try and teleport out of it if you can remember the teleport.
Also,
command, which I can't.
Also, yeah, it's up, down, left, right, ABC start.
I think it's actually full circle on the D-pad.
Is it really?
And then a certain button. Yeah.
Also,
it's a bit like Zangief. I always want to learn Zangief because Zangief's got some crazy fucking moves.
Who's Zangief again? I forgot.
Zangief's big guy with he's got like a red bit on his chest. He's like a big
the
wrestler dude.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he does pile drivers and stuff. But his moves, one of them, you do a full circle round, and he launches forwards like this, and grabs you, and then does the pile driver move. He grabs you, jumps up in the air, spins around, and smacks you on the floor. But you can also do that in the midair, so you can actually jump up in the middle towards somebody while they're trying to kick you or something, and do like a full circle, fucking AB whatever the fuck it is. And grab them mid-air and then pole drive them down.
Nice.
But it's so technical, it's unbelievable because you literally have to like full round the D-pad and then press a button in a certain direction to actually do it. And it's like, mate.
Do you know what I do?
It takes so much practice to do that.
When I'm playing Street Fighter, I do this.
Smash your head on the keyboard.
I win. Well, I beat Ash anyway.
Yeah.
you didn't beat me by smashing your head on a keyboard.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Nice.
You know what? Tube, coming on to internet connections, Tube still haven't contacted me about putting it in yet.
Really?
You know what they said? They said to me it would be the mid to end of March to install. And I still even have had the chance to place an order yet.
I'm surprised you've got an option of who you go for, to be honest. Because BT obviously dominated up here. Like we do not have an option of what kind of fibre premises service we go for.
Well, apparently,
it's just resellers of BT fibre.
See, this is where Tube's different because apparently they're making their own network. And then they're subbing it out to...
I've always wondered this as well, because there's some places up here as well that say they've got their own network. I'm like, yeah, but still, you're connected to BT, surely.
Yeah.
No, I don't know how it works, but they say that we own our own network.
Well, I assume those suppliers, like Tube and whatnot, have had a big investment, probably like a startup company, had a big investment for lots of investors, and then they going, right, we're going to lay our cables ourselves next to BT's.
Give us 100 gig connection, and then...
Could you imagine the cost of laying cables? It's probably a lot of money, right?
Well, this is where they're going over, like... They're putting poles in and everything. They're doing everything. They're completely redoing the infrastructure.
I mean, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I mean, somebody needs to, because BT cannot monopolise this shit forever, because they're terrible. They can't manage.
They are awful, yeah.
That's the problem, when it's all monopolised, I
don't even think you have...
The thing is, like, 99% of the fucking network is all fucking BT stuff,
isn't it? That's it. Yeah, it is, and it will be for a long, long time,
I have no doubt, right, that all they're going to do is boost up their value, get their customers on board, you know, get a nice portfolio and sell it off.
I don't know even if, right, say your third party lays a fucking cable. I don't even know if that's actually their cable or if they're just laying it on behalf of BT.
No, this is genuine. This is them.
Yeah, it might be their network,
but even they come around to install
there's probably something in. There's probably something in there that says that actually they don't own it.
They can. I think they're wholesaling out.
The government owns it.
You reckon?
I would have thought so. Yeah.
I know they're wholesaling it out to BT.
We're allowing you to dig up our government roads, right? To lay these fucking cables, right? You can do it, but it's for 5 years or whatever. You know, I'd be the same. If I was government, I'd be like, yeah, no, you can do it. It's your network, but only for 5 years.
Yeah.
You don't own it because if we want to run fucking stuff through that line, we can do.
I think there's probably some clause there anyway.
They can't fucking dig up the road without government's consent, right? As a government official, I wouldn't let them do it without some sort of fucking feedback, or some sort of kickback for me.
Yeah, well, that's how the government works, isn't it? Like they line their own pockets,
exactly.
Rely on anyone else.
Well, you can lay it, but we own it. You can lease it off us for 5 years or 10 years or whatever. But if we decide to use it, we can use it.
I think there'll always be that clause where they can use it if they want to. That's what I would imagine is going to be in place. Who on earth's contacting you at 3 o'clock in the morning, Jared?
Mrs.
Probably.
Hey.
So who on earth is contacting you at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Who's contacting me? I picked up my phone to go on Just Eat, just see what options I have. And then I heard Memphis walking around. I thought he was outside, but he was actually behind me. Oh, look, the same kebab shop that I had before.
Is it really? The same one?
I'm only 2 miles up the road, but yeah.
2 miles, yeah.
It makes a difference, does it?
The last few times I've had a kebab from this place, it's been the same delivery driver. And it got to the point where I was fist bumping him, going, "Thank you, yeah, man, yeah."
After a few beers, yeah.
Yeah, and then you order from him when you're a little bit more sober, and you're like, "I'm so ashamed."
Don't be ashamed. If you tip him, he's probably looking forward to it.
I got a bit too friendly with my last kebabby in the old house, and he was like asking me. Well, he was talking about God knows what he was talking about. I didn't really give a fuck because he was there. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was like delivering a fucking kebab. And he was talking to me about some shit, and I was like, "Yeah, mate, yeah, whatever, yeah, cool, yeah, all right, yeah." He's like, "Don't you think about this kind of shit?" I was like, "Yeah, mate, yeah."
It was good to my kebab.
All mine are just.
Give me my kebab and fuck off, please.
Yeah. Did he want to come in and like eat some of your kebab?
I think he did.
Just give him a slice of pizza and then tell him to go away.
He was either stoned off his fucking head or like on some sort of fucking drugs.
To be fair, right? I know if I was a delivery driver,
if he gets the bloody kebab to meal time, I don't care.
Well, yeah, the last one I had, the pizza shop one. Every time I ordered from them in Gordon, guy would turn up, and he looked pissed out his head. It's like he rammed up the fucking road.
Yeah.
Gets out his car, stumbling over the place. "Hey, man. Hey, I'm over here." It's like...
Ring the doorbell.
It's 4 in the morning. It's 4 in the morning, you dickhead. What the fuck are you doing?
Shut the fuck up.
Okay. "Here's your pizza." Right outside the window where Leah's sleeping.
So these days, I'm trying to get a kebab on the slide.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Emma's like, "No, you can't have one without me" and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
She's trying to be healthy. I'm like, I can't get a kebab. So when it comes up, like the other day, I was fucking sitting there looking out the window, watching for him to come over.
Did you ever? I don't know if you guys have ever tried this.
It was 5 minutes. 5 minutes from me ordering, and he turned up. I'm like, He fucking turns up 5 minutes later. What the fuck? I wasn't expecting him like 5 minutes later.
I don't think that was special.
And Google doorbell, right? You press it, it's like
it goes off everywhere.
Someone's at the door. 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 Every fucking speaker in the house.
Every speaker it comes out of here. Including the bedroom one.
Did Emma think someone was at the door by any chance?
Well, luckily she stepped through it.
All right, cool.
Oh, really?
That's a good.
I don't know how.
That is a good. Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, because
this one
next day,
still there.
Look, the containers, and she was like, "Did you have a kebab last night?" I'm like, "No." She's like, I found these containers. I was like, oh well, no, I did get. I did.
I must have. It must.
Yeah.
I must have forgotten.
Yeah, I must have forgotten it. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably burger maybe and a salad. That was it. A burger and a salad. That's what I had.
Oh no, I did order a salad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ordered a salad.
That's such a tease.
And halloumi.
Eat a burger right now.
Milkshake. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
We bought burgers in the freezer.
And they delivered the milkshake in a kebab box. Yep, that's how they did it. Yeah. That's it. Yep.
Of course.
Yep. Yeah. With a fork.
It's painted with Donna meat.
Yeah.
Donna flavoured milkshake.